Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on A Dream, Ma, and Destiny by Sayanta Goswami, author, India. March 2017. The sun peeked through the window and created shapes on the table. A 23-year-old Sayanta closed the laptop and trudged towards the kitchen. Ma, his mom, was cooking a dish. He called out to her. She turned back. "I'm going to be a writer," he said. "If that's what you want to do, go ahead," she replied and concentrated back on her cooking. No look of surprise, no questions as to why he has decided so, no worries about the finances of the household. Just pure acceptance. Thus, in a small 1 BHK rented house, a writer was born. Prior to 2017, he had no intentions of becoming a writer. Born in a middle-class family, he did what the so-called bright kids do. Studied science. Scored good marks. Prepared for competitive exams. However, destiny had something different in store for him. And who can reject destiny? While he was studying in college, they separated from their father. It wasn't a formal divorce. His government employee father didn't need to pay any alimony to his housewife mother. Thus, from a life full of amenities we plunged into the desperation of bringing food to the table. Moreover, they had to move to a new city because their house wasn't theirs anymore. It now belonged only to his father. His mom's ornaments kept on turning into small gold tablets as she sold them to meet daily expenses. His elder sister scoured the town to search for a job. After a year, she did find a job, but with such meager salary that it was hard to go by the month. He began to give competitive exams, but to no avail. Then, as destiny would have it, a batchmate of him offered Sayanta a content writing gig. He had never heard of the work, but he wasn't in a place to choose. Thus, he accepted the offer. A week later, when he earned for the first time in his life, a meager 270 rupees, he was ecstatic. He wanted to share the news with a brother of him whom he had met on Facebook, Chris Reeves. He listened to his blabbers, congratulated him from the bottom of his heart, and suggested, "Why don't you write stories too? It'll help build your writing muscle." Sayanta said if he wanted him to write stories, he will write one. "Write about how we met online and became brothers," Chris said. So it was. He wrote a 2-page short story titled "1,000 Clouds Apart." While he was writing the first paragraph, a voice from inside me whispered this is what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. You know how people tells you that once you know your dream, everything else falls into place. They forget to tell you a key part: everything falls into place only when you work for it. Thus followed days and nights of learning, confusion, doubts, and hopes. No one in his family or friends was a writer. He had no one to go to for guidance. Thus, the internet was his only friend. Every day, he would write stories in the morning. For the rest of the day, he would scour the internet for information. At nights, he would stay awake till 3 in the morning gathering as much knowledge about this unknown world of words as he could. There were times when he thought none of it will happen, he would never make it, that he better gets back to giving government job exams. But then someone from inside him would whisper, "No, this is what you were born to be." He would take a deep breath and delve into the world of stories again. Will your stories give you a single rupee? Leave all of it and try for a government job. When there won't be food in your stomach, these stupid dreams will fly out of the window. These are but a tiny fraction of what he heard from relatives and acquaintances. Between all the taunts and humiliation, the one reason he could hold on to his dream was his mother. She told him, "Let them say whatever they want to. Do what you love and do it with all your heart. Success will follow." The dream came to life for the first time when on a December night in 2018, he received a mail from the Kolkata Review that they have selected one of his short stories for their February 2019 issue. That was the beginning. From then on, his stories kept on getting published on literary magazines and writing platforms, Remington Review, Verse of Silence, Tell Me Your Story, among others. Meanwhile, he had begun to write a novel which he completed in 2019. The circle of learning how to write a synopsis, author bio, and concept notes began again. He sent out the manuscript and waited. After 3 months, the rejections began rolling in. One after the other after the other. Finally, a year and 15 rejections later, his first book Land of the Lonely was published on the Delhi International Book Fair in January 2020. While he couldn't attend the event, whenever his publisher would tell him someone bought a copy of his book or send me photos of the same, the joy was something he could never describe. The book found its home in readers from Delhi, Kolkata, and even in Jammu. In February 2021, came his second book, The Night When the Books Float. A short story collection this time. He was content with writing stories. However, in 2020, my publisher suggested why not share what you have learnt in your journey. Thus, he began to take writing workshops to help other writers to write better. So far, he has worked with more than 300 writers, many of which are already published. Now, Sayanta is working on his third book, another novel, and taking writing workshops. After all, is there a better way to live than among stories? He would like to conclude with an appeal to anyone who has a dream. Hold on to it. Never leave your dream's hand, for it will never let go of yours. Know you have a blessing because many never realize their dream. Know too that having a dream is not enough. You must work for it day in and day out. For months, years. You must love what you do, not just the parts where everything is going smooth, but the bumpy rides and moments of heartbreak too. And you must believe you can do it. Thus, believe, work hard, and hold the ones who support your dream close. Be kind. To yourself. To others. If people remember one thing about you, let it be your kindness. Remember, to be a good writer, or any kind of artist for that matter, you must be a good human being first. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.